You got to follow the path. Unless you want to take a dirty bath. Hello, hello. So today I'm gonna try to play Escape from Demon Castle Dracula for the first time. It is a solo RPG by Rob Herbert. The artwork is super cool. I got it on itch.io, but the document says nerdypapergames.com, so you could probably find it at both places. So before I get into it, I'll read off this content warning just because safety first. Among other things, this game contains references to and descriptions of violence, gore, body horror, imprisonment, torture, enclosed spaces, loss of sanity, and loss of agency. So if any of that bothers you, click off this video right now. If it doesn't bother you, cool. This is a solo game, you're the best judge of your own safety. Also, you're the best judge of your own safety as a viewer. And if you don't like it, you don't have to absorb it. And that's okay. But remember, it's just a game. And we'll try to get into it. So, you awaken terror. How did I get here? I can't remember anything. Who am I? All I know is I'm stuck. So the goal of the game is to escape. And to escape, you must find your way out of the castle. A shifting labyrinth of haunted chambers and nightmare corridors. So to play, you need this little book and 5 candles, 1 6-sided die, a deck of playing cards, a coin, or a figure or token to represent your character, a piece of paper, and a writing implement. Man, I just love the art on this. It's so cool. So I've got my candles. It's not very safe to have them open flames like right in front of me while I'm rolling dice and drawing cards and stuff, so these yellow lines are going to represent candles, which represent your life. The candles that burn before you represent your life, your will to survive. When the final candle is extinguished, you're dead. Your death may come from injury, insanity, or despair. Whatever the case, you now belong to Dracula, body and soul. Shuffle the deck of cards, including both jokers, and set it aside. I shuffled right before this. Each card in the deck represents a location you might encounter on your search for the castle's exit. As you explore, you'll lay the cards on the table in front of you to form a visual representation of the castle's layout. Divide your paper into 2 columns, inventory and memories. Okay, so we will write down our inventory and memories on the notepad. As you explore the castle, you may find new items and reclaim lost memories of your past. But you begin every game with both columns empty. Nice. Every game begins in the dungeon. You've just awoken, your head aching and heart pounding. But your will to live drives you to escape, no matter how hopeless it may seem. When your eyes adjust to the darkness, you find yourself in a cramped cell, nothing but brick walls and fetid pools of water. You test the door to your cell and discover that the mortar has rotted away, where the iron meets the wall. With some doing, you may be able to work the bars loose and squeeze your way out. Roll the die. I got a 5. It takes time, but I finally work the iron loose enough to escape my cell. Explore your first location. So when you explore your first location, you draw the first card from the top of your deck and play it face up in front of you. Place your character token on top of it to indicate that you've entered the location. Find the card's entry in the Codex Sanguinorum to determine your location you've entered. Read the entry to learn how to explore the location. After you explore the location, check for doors. Okay. So we go down. Got a diamond. Diamonds are puzzles and horrors that challenge your wits and sap your sanity. Diamonds. Check its entry and roll the die. Okay, so I got the 2 of diamonds. It takes you a very long time to realize that this staircase truly does go on forever. When you turn back, the landing is still only a few steps away. Do not roll. This location is a dead end. Backtrack or your escape attempt ends here. So I go back into my cell. And check for doors. When a room is cleared, roll the die to determine how many doors the location has in addition to the one you entered through. Roll 4. There are 2 additional doors. Place 2 new cards face down, each one with a short side touching one of the current location's long sides. Okay. Decide which location to explore next, then flip it over and move your token to it. Leave the location you didn't choose face down. Alright. I'm gonna take the right path. I put 1 card on the left and 1 card on the right. I got a Jack of Spades. So now we go into the Codex. Down to the Codex. Spades are traps and tricks to test your reflexes. For Jack, Queen, or King, see bosses. Bosses are Dracula's most powerful minions and monsters. They are difficult to kill, but drop relics after dying. Relics are extremely useful items that grant you long-term bonuses or let you break the rules of the game in some way. Nice. Just like normal items, relics can be marked to re-roll your die, but you lose their bonus if they are destroyed or lost. When you face a boss, check its entry and roll the die. So I got the Jack of Spades. Shadowborn Hellhound. I'm gonna reflavor this as a Shadowborn Hellcat. You enter a large pit with an earthen floor. Barring your way is a Shadowborn Hellcat, a beast of smoke and flame. Okay. So now we face a boss. Now and roll the die. I rolled a 1. The boss uses one of its attacks on you. Extinguish a candle. Ooh. Ooh. Extinguish. Maybe I should make the brush size bigger. Ooh. So I think we just continue until it dies. So that's what I'm gonna do. Roll again. I rolled a 2. Oh no! Extinguish another candle. I am quickly losing my will to live. I am only 2 rooms out of my cell. I got a 4 this time though. You trade blows with the boss, but neither gain nor give ground. So I'm probably like flailing my arms at first against this Hellcat. And then I decide to take a more strategic attack, and it catches it off guard, but not off guard enough to really do any blows, and we tumble around, kind of like arms stretched out against each other, pushing each other both the opposite way. And we continue to fight. Oh, I rolled a 6. I inflict 2 wounds on the boss. The cat lunges towards me, and I manage to grab its tail, and it accidentally scratches itself, severing its tail from its body, and with its own claws. I inflicted 2 wounds on that boss last time, as he severed his own tail. And this time, I inflicted 1 more, and maybe there was a bit of bone sticking out of his tail, and I rammed it into his chest through his heart, and he collapsed with his tail sticking out of his chest. And so after defeating the Shadowborn Hellcat, he drops a Morning Star, a spiked chain whip that grants +1 against traps. Oh my gosh. Awesome. And so now I'll check for doors. Doors. Check for doors. 4. 3 to 4, there are 2 additional doors. Place 2 new cards face down, each with 1 short side touching. Okay, so we'll have 1 going up and 1 going further to the right. I think that I would like to go up, so I will flip that card over. It's the 2 of Hearts. So for the 2 of Hearts, we consult the codex. Hearts are a location where you reawaken your own memories. How exciting. Hearts. Hearts are locations where experiences and images reawaken your lost memories. You do not roll the die in these locations. You simply add a memory to your character sheet and check for doors. So the 2 of Hearts, the portrait gallery bears 1,000 faces. One of them bears an uncanny resemblance to your beloved. Write a memory describing them. So I wander into this portrait hall, and the humidity that was in the previous rooms, it almost instantly lifts, as if like there's a dehumidifier in this room. And I look around at all these portraits, and most of them look like strangers, but this one sparks a memory of playing as children under this apple tree. And it's this dark-haired man. And at first I'm confused about who he is, and then it comes to me that he is my brother. And I totally understand that it says beloved and you probably want it to be like a spouse, but we're gonna change that. And so I just remember my brother's smile and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a brother. I have a brother! How wonderful. And so then I will check for doors. I rolled a 6 for doors. When we get up there, we will see what it is. There are 3 additional doors in this room. Ooh. So we'll have one going to the right, one going further up, and one going to the left. And I will venture further forward. So I'll go up. Flip that card. Whoop. The 6 of spades. So the 6 of spades, which spades are traps and tricks. I get a +1 on traps now because of my Morning Star. So that's nice. So I got the 6 of spades. You find yourself on a crumbling bridge that collapses as you cross it. Do not roll, but rather you choose. Push on, flip this card over, and look for doors. You can never backtrack through this location. Turn back, flip this card over, and backtrack. You can never turn back to this location. I'm gonna turn back and backtrack. Now I can never go back there. So then in the 2 doors that were in the previous room, I'm gonna go to the right, flip over that card. That is the Jack of Diamonds. Diamonds. Diamonds are puzzles and horrors that challenge your wits and sap your sanity. Let's go down to the diamonds. For Jack, Queen, or King, see denizens. Denizens are the residents and wanderers one can find within the walls of the Demon Castle Dracula. They are potential allies, and if treated with sympathy or fairness, will grant you special bonuses. You don't need to roll. Simply describe your interaction and do what the entry tells you to, then check for doors. So I got the Jack of Diamonds, and I meet the Madman. He was sane once, but now he is just a pet. Serving Count Dracula's evil will has bent his mind beyond the breaking point. If you can convince him that you serve his Dark Lord as well, he will help you bypass the next 3 spade cards you encounter. Keep track on your character sheet. So, I'm gonna enter this room and see this man just cackling in the corner, probably sitting like fetal position, rocking back and forth. And so he's gonna look up at me and be like, is the Dark Lord is he's a good lord. And it's probably going to be very difficult to converse with him because it takes him so long to get a sentence out between his cackling and just random noises he makes. And so I'm going to be like, yes, the Lord we must follow his will at all times. And I feel like it wouldn't be too very difficult to convince him. And so, since it says you don't need to roll, I'm going to have him convinced that I also serve the Dark Lord, and that he'll help me bypass the next 3 spades. Madman, help next 3 spades. Nice. And now we check for doors. We'll roll a 5. I believe a 5 and a 6 was 3 doors. But we'll double check. Gosh, the art on this is so beautiful. There are 3 additional doors. Place 3 cards face down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I think I'm gonna go to the right further. It's the 5 of spades. So I'm gonna read what it is, but the madman is gonna help me pass him. You find yourself wandering inside a labyrinth of waste pipes, slick with human putrescence. One slip and you'll be flushed out with the rest of the refuse. And so the madman goes with me, and he's like, no, you gotta step here, step here, step here. And you got to follow the path. Unless you want to take a dirty bath. And so we get through and we check for doors. 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. On a 3 to 4, there are 2 additional doors. 2 doors here. We'll have 1 going north, 1 going south. So 1 up, 1 down. And I would like to go... I would like to go... Let's go down this time. The 8 of clubs. So we're gonna go to the club. Clubs are monsters and minions that serve Dracula and attack you on sight. The 8 of clubs, inside the dilapidated aqueducts. So the sewers attached to the aqueducts? That seems unhealthy. You come face to face with human-like gill creatures with armored scales and razor-sharp fins. Woo! I roll a 3. You slay the monsters within, but at great cost to yourself. Describe how and extinguish a candle. So, having just recently slayed the Hellcat, I find myself pretty tired and I smell like poop from the sewers. And I find myself losing a little bit of my will to live, as I am so tired after defeating these gill-like creatures, these aquatic things, human-like gill creatures. Ooh. You may now look for doors. I got a 3. So a 3 was 2 additional doors. Go right and left. We will go to the right. I got the Ace of Clubs. So the Ace of Clubs is... You enter a long hallway patrolled by crimson skeletons clad in rusty armor and wielding dull weapons. I rolled a 2. You're injured. So, even though their weapons are dull, I am so tired that they managed to hit me, and while it may not have pierced the skin, it definitely bludgeoned me a little bit, and I continue. I rolled another 2, and these crimson skeletons surround me and just begin beating me until I finally succumb to my wounds. And I've been slain. Another soul lost to Dracula's castle. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That was super fun. So, I will... Oh my gosh, I'm definitely gonna play this again. It's really cool that you make the map with cards, and... oh... this is so fun. So yeah, that was Escape from Demon Castle Dracula. Unfortunately, I did not escape today. However, there is always a chance that on another day I will. And so yeah, if you like it, I will put the link in the description down below. It's definitely worth a shot. Like, yeah. Anyway, have a beautiful day. Don't forget to be nice to people. And I'll see you later.